Call my piece my first job. I was shivering with cold and fright on that Monday morning in the beginning of January 1946, my first day at work. I was 14 years and 12 days old and was to be an apprentice hairdresser. I didn't want to be a hairdresser, but my mother decided it was a good trade and told me how lucky I was to be chosen by Elaine, the owner of the village salon, who had agreed to teach me. Before the 1940s, it was usual for qualified tradespeople to charge a fee to teach an apprentice, but that was not so with me. The salon was just a small shop in the centre of our village. The front room was the workplace, and in the back room we had our lunch break and sorted the wet towels out for washing. The staff toilet was in the backyard. My working week was from Monday to Saturday, starting at 8:30 and ending at 6 o'clock. My wage was 12 and 6, or in today's money, 62.5 pence a week. My mum took the 10 shillings, which is the 50p, for my board, and I had the 2 and 6, or the 12.5 pence, to buy toiletries, fruit, or whatever else I needed. For the first month, I was the dog's body, cleaning the 2 wash basins, sweeping the floors and washing up cups and saucers, after serving endless cups of tea, which was unusual, as tea was rationed and like gold dust. Folk thought that Elaine had a contact who dealt in the black market. Even women who wouldn't buy from that source would call at the shop in the hope that the kettle was on. Shampoo was almost non-existent, so soap was grated, put into a jug with hot water and left to dissolve. When it cooled, it was put into empty bottles. We called it soft soap, and very few knew the difference. One day Elaine brought a training head into the shop. I was supposed to learn how to do waves. The head had only got 6 hairs and a whisker. I'd got no chance. My attempts were met with, "Very nice, dear, nearly there." One day an old lady came into the salon to have her hair singed. Her hair had never been cut and reached below her waist. Elaine brushed it through, then rolled sections of the hair into sausages. She then ran a blazing taper up and down the roll. All the bits sticking out were burnt off. The smell of burning hair was with us for days. The old lady said it was her 6-monthly treat. After months of handing the hairdresser clips, changing towels, helping clients on with their coats, hooray, I was allowed to assist with a perm. The perm machine was a bit like an electric flying saucer, with clips dangling down. The hair was cut, washed, and wrapped in a sachet. Then one of the clips was attached, and the time carefully monitored. It looked like something from Frankenstein. Because everything was in short supply, women had to hope that the perm equipment was delivered about the time they needed to look special, maybe for the return of a husband or a brother from abroad. Unfortunately, the day after handling the sachets, which contained ammonia-like chemicals, my hands were swollen and bleeding, and I was in hospital for some time. That was the end of my hairdressing days and of my first venture into the workplace.